A gun is a gun, no matter how you look at it. As long as it has a barrel and a firing mechanism, you're armed and ready for combat. Who needs a specialized task force, armed with glamorous gear, when you can overwhelm the enemy with numbers using the STEN? The STEN is a British submachine gun coming from Call of Duty Vanguard that was made during World War II when Britain was low on guns and needed them to be cheap and easily able to be mass produced. This problem was soon solved by Major Reginald V. Shepard and Harold Turpin when they presumably welded a couple bits and bobs they had lying around, which then created the STEN for the low cost of around $11 at the time, which is almost 20 times cheaper than the Thompson. The gun itself has also seen a lot of combat, 30 in fact. Some notable ones are World War II, of course, but there's also the Chinese Civil War, the Cuban Revolution, Vietnam War, the Iraq War, and the Syrian Civil War. This is due to its nature of being very simple and cheap to make, making it favorable among resistance fighters. In-game, the STEN has a base fire rate similar to the HG40 at 667 rounds per minute, firing a full mag of 32 rounds in just 2.8 seconds, or 4.5 seconds if you're using the 50-round snail drum. But its fire rate can be further increased through attachments. Onto the recoil pattern, which is quite simple as it goes up. But I will say the accuracy of the STEN it's not that great, so make sure to put some accuracy attachments on this. And if you're going for hipfire, you should probably put a hipfire mod in BR, since it kinda needs it. Damage profile of the STEN goes as follows. Starting from the first two damage ranges, it's a 4-shot kill across the entire body, making it a time to kill of 270 milliseconds. In the third damage range, you take 5 shots for everywhere except the head and upper chest, which is still a 4-shot. In the fourth damage range, that 5-shot becomes a 6-shot, the upper chest becomes a 5-shot, and the head remains a 4-shot kill, making your total time to kill range between 270 milliseconds to 450 milliseconds. ADS time of the STEN is fairly fast at 176 milliseconds, which is similar to the Fennec. Movement speed while equipped is 5.05 meters per second, which goes up to 6.46 meters per second when sprinting, which is close to the USS-9. Aim walking speed is 3.79 meters per second, sprint to fire time is 167 milliseconds, which you can ignore by jumping or walking before shooting. A full reload on the STEN gun takes 1.68 seconds, which is the same as the RAM, and a half reload takes 1.56 seconds. So it's a 0.12 second gap. There are multiple builds you can go for the STEN, since COD decided to do something interesting, so I'll present 3 gunsmiths that you could go for. The first one is just straight up fire rate. This of course increases your fire rate and your base time to kill up to 189 milliseconds, but you're locked into CQC the entire time due to poor range, bullet speed, accuracy, and just a lot of reloading. But the damage is pretty good and doesn't fall off as bad as other full auto SMGs. It requires the recoil booster muzzle, the SA 65mm rapid barrel, and the 7.62 32 round mags, or you can pick the 50 round snail drum for sustained fire. For the other 2 attachments you can pick whatever you want, but for me I picked this stock and sleight of hand.
いい若いもんがこんなところで何をしてるんだ。
はい、いい若いもんは勉強しとります。
え、勉強だと？
これは鳩ですか？
The second gunsmith build I will be showing off is the burst build, where you can't even one burst an enemy. Kinda. This depends on whether you pick the 20 round ACP mag, where you could one burst an enemy, but I don't believe you can realistically hit those areas in a real gunfight. So it's more of a 2 burst. For the attachments, I picked the Hawkinson 248mm burst barrel, the recoil booster, of course, the M1903 Strife ankle grip, 9mm 50 round mags, and franular grip. It's also worth mentioning that fire rate boosters like the recoil booster and the Grenko mags can not only increase your fire rate but also decrease the burst delay. The last Gunsmith build that I'll be showing off is very high risk, but also high reward, where your potential time to kill can be as fast as 107 milliseconds. If you manage to hit the head twice, but after 3 shots you might as well just use the Odin. Still worth a try though. This build requires the Hawkinson 348mm barrel, a recoil booster, a red dot 5 or any optic for that matter, the VOD skeletal stock, and from here you can either choose a faster fire rate with worse range using the 32 Gorenko mags, or use the M1941 Strife angle grip. Now onto my thoughts of the STEN, which it's pretty good. It's very fun to use. I've been using the fire rate build for most of my MP playtime, and it's pretty fun. It's like a USS-9 but for very close range. What does that mean for the meta? I have no idea, but it's fun to use it within those ranges. Other than gameplay reasons, I like it for the attachments that it has. The attachments are fun. I love the variety of the Gunsmith system overall. It's fun when the devs play around and gives you like a sandbox of a gun. So this is gonna be meta. I feel like kind of it's really competing in the realm of like the MP5, the MX9. I think as long as you have like a pretty slim skin where your arm doesn't block your screen when you're holding the mag, and if you have a blueprint that gives the STEN a better sight, then you're kind of set, honestly. So yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty meta in terms of close range SMGs. But yeah, that's about it. See ya when I see ya. Thank you to Hosam Shoki, Marshy, and Foxy and Freddy's Adventures. Thank you very much for subscribing to the channel.